Oh, Cinnabon, you can use the bathroom right in the woods like, or the grass like that? You goofball. Well, that's quite all right, I suppose. Gotta go, we gotta go. Little Boo, do you want to go on a reverse woods walk today? We haven't done that in a while, have we? Always making his way over here. Oh, yes, he is. He's inside all day today. It was pretty rainy this morning, wasn't it, my friend? Yeah. Never mind all the oat piles. The possums don't like oats as much as I thought. I guess they should have invited some horses and zebras to come over and enjoy them. Yeah. I think he's ready. Looks like Daddy might have... I don't know. Do I need to weed whip the trail? Not really. Doesn't look so bad right now. Maybe in a few weeks. We'll see how bad the mosquitoes are. It is in the evening now, early evening, so I expect we'll run into some bugs. So we'll want to keep a decent pace, my friend. And Daddy's got to go on a jog later, too. Yeah. I get chased by bugs, too. That's annoying. I'll try sprinting away from them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, depending on what kind of bug. Certain bugs I can't outrun easily, but sometimes they kind of give up after a while. Don't you, little Boo? How was your day, little Boo? You happy that Daddy came home from work? Probably so I could release you. Yeah. For all that rain and storming we had, it's probably going to be a little muddy in spots, little Boo, so I guess you don't have to worry about that. You got studded tires, 4-wheel drive. I got 2-wheel drive. Yeah, normal tires, all seasons. I said that before a time or two. See some slugs and stuff out. Yeah, we usually don't go this way. The entrance that we usually go to first happens to be a little closer to the deck. But yeah, it's marginally, similarly close. Oh, little Boo, is there an animal in that hole? I noticed that from a distance. Yeah. Now there's one on top of it, I suppose. In the form of a kitty cat. This part of the trail, because it's more mature, the trees are a little bit bigger, taller, larger canopies, so I don't have to weed whip much in this spot, which is cool. Isn't it a nice day, my friend? Nice day to be outside, huh? Daddy's got some dusting I gotta do when I get inside. I'm gonna dust some of the light fixtures, probably all of them. Some of them need it more than others, but you might as well do them all. Yeah, get the step stool, or maybe just use the chair. Go around the house with the microfiber. Clean out some of the globes when needed. Probably use the feather duster for the... Oh dear, that's a good sized deer. Is that a buck? I don't think so. A little hard to see though. Bouncing around. Never know. That explains why the neighbors have a hunting stand somewhere in this area here. See, this is starting to get a little taller grass, little Boo. Maybe we'll have to do just a quick once over with the weed whip this weekend, perhaps. I don't know if we need to do all that effort and gas. I got a couple little isolated things popping up here and there. Nothing too crazy. I used to think those taller ones are rhubarb, and they look similar, but I don't think it's that. What you sniffing over there, my friend? Is there something that's been over there that you sniffing, trying to figure out what it was and what it was trying to say? He's such a good baby. I don't want to jinx myself, but it hasn't been too buggy yet. Maybe just a little bit. We'll see. Before you know it, there'll be a swarm of me, I'm sure. Yeah, in a few weeks, maybe a week or two, it'll be black raspberry seed. Oh, he's spraying. You goofball. Dang, look, there's like streams coming out of there. That's nasty. I didn't really mean to capture that. That's probably gross. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's nasty. I'm so glad he doesn't do that in the house. Can you imagine? Whew. That's gross. Cinnabon, you goofy goober. I guess he can't help. He's fixed too. A lot of people say cats stop spraying when they're fixed. It's not true. It might help. And it may work for some cats, but Cinnabon, nope. He's still got that crazy feral inside of him, don't you, little Boo? Or stray/abandoned. I know people can get worked up over the terminology. Was he feral? Probably not, but he sure acted like it for a while. I don't know. Cats revert to a feral state pretty quickly, or they can, even if they're an escaped or abandoned pet. Oh, little Boo, there's always a wild side in every kitty. That rain certainly will help with the berries, little Boo. Hopefully Daddy can get to picking them pretty soon. Yeah, I'd like that. It's fun. He helps me sometimes. Moral support. Maybe have to, depending on how bad the mosquitoes are, have to wear my mosquito outfit, which looks terrifying, but it is effective and warm. It's almost like a ghillie suit. It's essentially a mesh zip-up outfit. And you need gloves because mosquitoes will go for any accessible skin. And then wear a boonie hat. There's like a hoodie that zips up that goes over that. Again, it looks freaky, but it's very effective. It's almost like a beekeeper suit. That's a good way to describe it. Maybe not that intense looking. How are the berries doing there? We may be more than a few weeks out, actually. Let's take a closer look. Oh, here's some more. Yeah, these ones look a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'm going to call it a week or two, perhaps. Weather dependent, huh, my friend? The sun feels nice. It is nice just to, after a long day. Hasn't been a bad week. It's been busy. Not bad, though. Busy, but not bad. Little Boo, you hunting over there? We got their corn coming up over there. And dare I say, that little kernel I planted, I showed that in videos back, that little kernel I planted that had the little tail growing out of it, that Cinnabon, I think, found actually. Either me or Cinnabon found it. Or excuse me, Cinnabon or I. And we planted it a couple inches in the front of my house, which is south facing. A lot of sun. We watered it. And I think it's growing corn, so that's pretty cool. We'll keep an eye on it. It's only like 3 inches high right now, so a little too early to call it, but it's kind of late in the season too, I think, for corn. Seeing how it looks like they're like 9 inches or so in the field. But we shall find out, huh, Little Boo? And if anything, it'd be kind of cool just to have some decorative stalk or two. I think we're just going to grow one stalk. It's probably field corn, but we'll try some. You know, we'll see if we can grow it to maturity and cook some up and see what it tastes like. Worst case, it's field corn, and we leave it out for the squirrel friends, Little Boo. Yeah, that way you can watch them as they eat the corn. Kind of a nice little safari land. Look, he looks like he's hunting or something. There's no way he's hunting right now with me here. I'm probably disturbing all your little prey, Little Boo. Look, who's that loud guy with the phone? They probably don't know what a phone is. Maybe they think it's a calculator. Well, it is. It can do that too. It's always fun to come in this direction. Yeah, we're pretty high up right now. It's pretty cool. We are higher than anyone else in the neighborhood, unless there's somebody else in our neighbors to the east and west that are back in the woods, which I doubt it. You never know, though. Once in a great while, I run into neighbors back here, not on my property, unless they are coming to see me for something. But one time I was cutting trees back here, and one of the neighbors came out, and I forget why. I think she was asking me for something. I think she wondered about if they could have some wood. I forget why, but anyway, I wasn't expecting her there, and I think I saw her before I heard her because I have earplugs in, and she spooked me. I actually almost stumbled. I think I stumbled a little bit. You know, Boo, he has a little scab on his head. He's had it for a few days. Yeah, it looks okay. It's not like pussy or anything. We'll just leave it alone, let it heal. He must have got into a little scuffle with somebody or something. Yeah, if only you could tell me. I'm sure there's a lot you could say, Little Boo. I'm sure there's a lot you could say, huh? Oh, boy. Yes, he's a loud kitty. What you want to say? What he say? Yeah? You had a busy day, Little Boo? Busy day working from home? That I believe. Oh, boy, he don't like it when I walk in front of him. Oh, no. He don't like that at all. Where's he leading me? Where are you trying to lead me, Little Boo? Back home? Yeah. He's like, that's where the wet food is. I guess whatever he doesn't get out here. Oh, there's the stump. I'm so glad I didn't cut that flush, Little Boo, because I think he likes scratching at that, don't you? It is a little bit of a trip hazard for people. Probably deer, too. I'm sure deer are used to that and far worse, though. There's his other one. That is a black cherry. Oh, yeah. Part of it died, as you can see, of course. We're almost back home, Little Boo. Yes. What was that? I thought I heard people talking. Sound like there's voices over there. Interesting. Look at him. Just popping up on this wood pile, aren't you, Little Boo? Yeah, you skipped the other ones, didn't you? Yeah, that's okay. Just saving your energy, huh, for later? Oh, boy. What kind of wood? Oh, I think that's a branch from the downed elm tree. which is still caught up in another tree. I may just tackle that later. Probably wait until the fall, if ever. That's the one I always say, let God take down. That was kind of dangerous for Daddy. We don't need an accident now, do we? No, boy. He's a loud kitty. Yes, he is. Anyway, we thank you all so much for joining us on this wonderful, nice woods walk. I wish it was a little cooler out, but hey, it's okay. It is this time of year in Michigan. It gets pretty hot and humid. We wish you well, and we'll talk to you later. You want to say bye-bye, little boo? Want to say bye-bye? Oh, that was me, sorry. Distracting the baby. Yes, I am. Oh, he's so cute. Yes, he is. He's a little majestic kitty, isn't he? All right. See you later. Bye-bye for now. Look at that lion perched up on his logs. He's a majestic monster.